Other interesting political news, you have Ron DeSantis on Trump not debating going moderately viral. So this comes specifically from Ron DeSantis' personal Twitter profile. And he says, quote, Donald Trump has refused to debate throughout this campaign. He doesn't think he owes it to Iowans. He doesn't think he owes to Granite Staters to show up and debate. Nobody is entitled to this nomination, unquote. And that got 430,000 likes. And, right, stop that, reverse. It got 420,000 views and 4.3 thousand likes. And this is part of the CNN town hall in Des Moines, Iowa. And without further ado, I'll play that clip really quick of Mr. DeSantis.
Over the weekend, Donald Trump compared the bravery of those who have served in the military with his decision to debate Hillary Clinton in 2016 after the Access Hollywood tape came out, and you tweeted about it. You seemed offended by it.
So Donald Trump. So he's when he gets off the teleprompter now, you don't know what he's going to say. He's a different Donald Trump than 15 and 16. Back then he was colorful, but it was really America first about the policies. Now a lot of it's about him, and when he's doing this and says that debating Hillary Clinton after Access Hollywood was like an example of bravery that some general told him was more significant than soldiers who fight and die in war, that is offensive and that is wrong. Debating is the bare minimum that a political candidate should do. And I would note, Donald Trump has refused to debate throughout this campaign. He doesn't think he owes it to Iowans. He doesn't think he owes it to Granite Staters to show up and debate and answer questions. He doesn't think he should come and have to answer questions from voters. A lot of times he'll come in, give a speech, and leave. He's not going to visit all 99 counties. Nobody is entitled to this nomination. You've got to earn this nomination. And part of the way you do it is you show up, you answer people's questions, you shake their hands, and you show them that you care about the future of their communities. I care about the future of these communities. I care about the future of this country. I'm not running for me. This is not about my issues. It's about your issues, your family's issues, and the future of this country.
And he even got claps. The record shows. Although, let's be honest, it's a CNN, that might have just been the laugh track or the clap track, so to say. Might have to do a fact check on that and have some little audio analytics done. Now, going to the comments section, again, for Ron DeSantis, went pretty good in terms of social media. Got 420,000 views and about 4.3 thousand likes. So, I'm not a gambling man per se. Truth be told, I like to gamble myself, that's why I started businesses. But if I were a gambling man, I'd say probably 50-50 split in the comments section, being supportive of DeSantis versus being against him. But let's dive in and find out. One of the first most popular responses comes from American Free Thinker saying, quote, President Trump is the president of peace, and is a video of Donald Trump visiting North Korea, meeting with their political dictator, Mr. Kim Jong, is it Un? I forget. But that got 216 likes, and it is the video of Trump walking up and shaking his hand. JD Sharp says, quote, he's up to 50 and he's a proven operator. He doesn't have to. Oh, I mean, reverse that. Again, I'm not a doctor, but if you click the subscribe button, it could help with my enunciation and my speaking ineptitudes. Perhaps there are very few 100% guarantees in life. Just saying, can't hurt to give it a try. Now, let me reattempt that quote from Mr. JD Sharp, and he says, quote, he's up 50 and he's a proven operator. He doesn't have to. You need to drop out, endorse him, and prepare for 28. You're doing nothing but dividing the party now and wasting valuable donor dollars, while middle-class Republicans have less extra money than ever, unquote. Got 465 likes. And when he says he's up 50, that is regard to many of these polls for the Republican nominee have Trump about 50 points ahead of Ron DeSantis. I mean, right now DeSantis is struggling just to stay ahead of Nikki Haley. Nikki Haley is increasing her poll numbers exponentially, and she's almost, in some one-off polls, she's beating DeSantis. The poll aggregator still has her about half a point to 1 point behind Ron DeSantis. And keep in mind, Nikki Haley just got a huge investment from Wall Street, and a lot of the major donors that were donating to Ron DeSantis switched over to her. So she has a lot of funds and a lot of ammo for the fight, so to say. That's going to help bolster her political campaign, regardless of her social or political ineptitudes. resources absolutely do matter. So that's going to help bolster her in the polls. Now, again, yeah, the real issue is most of them are about 50 points behind Trump. So the joke is, they're really just running for VP. Although we'll see at the end of the day who Trump actually chooses. With all the data we have now for all these polls, he is by far ahead in the polls for the Republican nominee. Going back to the comment section, someone by the name of Chase Geisler says, quote, why would first place get involved in a fight over second place, unquote. Got 420 likes. Someone by the name of Liberty NH says, or is actually has, he says, and as a GIF or a picture of Elon Musk, he says, at me to politicians, is a picture of Elon Musk saying, go F yourself. Got 128 likes. American Deplorable says, quote, no, he doesn't owe it to you. No one trailing by 40 points is entitled to a debate, unquote. Got 205 likes. Will Austin says, quote, Donald Trump is our nominee, Ron. You're a great governor, and you could have had your chance if you showed Trump loyalty. No, now you have no chance, unquote. I got 127 likes. Mike says, quote, I've never seen someone with so much potential ruin his career so quickly, unquote. Got 255 likes. And Ron DeSantis, perhaps he is the political blunder of the year. Again, he started off polling pretty good at around 33% when it comes to the polls for where people are being asked who do you support to become the Republican nominee. He was around 33% last year around January in 2023. And throughout the year, you look at the poll aggregator, it just goes lower and lower and lower. He's now around 12.3%, which is also known as terrible. So again, I know he's had some turnover as staff. I can't help but think it can't get much worse. Just fire everyone and hire literally anyone. I mean, anyone with a modicum of intelligence or with marketing background could assist his campaign. Like, it just keeps going down and down and down. It's almost impressive how much his campaign is failing when, again, he did have a proven track record as governor of Florida, and he did some great things which led to the population increase because people moved to the state in part because of him and his policies. And yet, they keep making terrible blunders, shooting themselves in the high-heeled boot, and going down the polls. It's almost as if some of them are doing it on purpose. But nevertheless, back to the comments. Someone by the name of Ultra MJ Truth says, quote, let that sink in, Ron. While you're prancing around in you high heels debating Nikki Haley and Donut Lord Chris Christie, you're in third place. No one likes you, bud, unquote. Got 355 likes. Now, it looks like we do have a moderately positive response, or at least something that is not saying something negative in one post or response. Liberty NH has another comment, and he says, Haley is the worst, and it's a picture of Nikki Haley in some type of vehicle, and it says, get in, loser, we're off to violate people's rights to privacy, unquote. Got 209 likes. While Bill NC says, quote, you're polling at 9%, he is busy fighting a much larger battle, now F off, unquote. Got 351 likes. Conservative Patriot Pizza bitch. I was going to say, B- for marketing. It does have a picture of a girl, but she does not have a picture of pizza. Nevertheless, this alleged pizza fan says, quote, no one is entitled to the nomination except maybe a guy who's 50 points ahead of you. You aren't entitled to Trump's time. The country knows who he is, what he's done, and what plans to do once reelected. That's enough for majority of conservatives. You're destroyed. Unquote. Got 54 likes. Let's see here. A lot of people using sports balls metaphors, saying how far Trump is ahead in the game, and this is the fourth quarter or the ninth inning or whatever inning it is, and that Ron DeSantis just needs to drop out. Let's see here. Oh, we do have we have a couple bring to the surface. Photographic Floridian says, quote, I wouldn't want to answer for the $8 trillion added to the national debt or the Trump scene either, unquote. Got 15 likes. And then, yet below that comment is someone named Brandon Sardio says, quote, this is why he's losing, unquote, getting 12 likes. Alexander Miguel says, quote, so you go on CNN and cry, LOL, laughy emoji. This person got 59 likes. And a lot more comments just talking about the big delta in the polls between DeSantis and Trump. We're talking 50 points. Let's just say the Las Vegas odds for DeSantis are, yeah, they're not great. And it does look like it was, about 85% negative. Let's be honest, about 90% of the comments are negative against Ron DeSantis and 10% in his favor. Again, it'll be interesting to see. There's not a 1-to-1 ratio between social media and the polls. So it'll be interesting to see what all this activity translates to in terms of, is this gaining him potential voters at the polls, or is it just alienating others and just kind of, or is everyone just becoming more galvanized in their original positions and these posts really don't make much of a difference? It'll be fascinating to see, but as I normally say, time shall tell. Thank you again for taking the time to tune in today. Again, I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers by the end of December, so if you click that button, I greatly appreciate it. Also, leaving a comment is a great way to give me some feedback to let me know what I can be doing better and how I can improve the channel. Lastly, don't forget to take time to tell your family, tell your friends, tell your coworkers, heck, tell your enemies, tell anyone and everyone. Just stay safe, fight the good fight,